Hello, you lovely people, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. We're going to start a new series today, An Idiot's Guide to Contracts, and I am your host, or idiot, for today. Without further ado, let's doobie-doo the flooby-doo. Thank you, Gene Kerman. We don't need you. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Why you always lying?
We'll just launch our first vessel. Easy peasy. Who needs a guide to launch their first vessel? It's so bloody easy. Let's grab one of these bad boys and one of these bad boys and slap on one of those bad boys, and there we are. Gotta be a real cheap ass bitch and just launch that. Eh? Technically it's a vessel. Technically it's a vessel. Yeah, I'm saying.
A few inches later.
Did we do it? Maybe we didn't. Did we do it? And how do you suppose you're going to launch a craft without an engine, you fool? I did that on purpose. For a learning opportunity. I swear. Slap on this bad boy and there's once more. I nearly forgot to add a parachute. That could have been disastrous. Let's launch this bad boy! Here we go! And so the idiot gamer LB and Jebby Webby set off on their maiden voyage. Who knows what grand adventures lie ahead? Much like the unobservable singularity of a black hole, the future lies beyond our observation until we cross the event horizon that manifests as the passage of time. Rest assured, the events on our horizon will be full of abject stupidity and utter dumbness. We've only just scratched the surface of the depths of my idiocy. Please prepare thyself with sufficient facepalm protection. Smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so that our future light cones can intersect and our world lines meet in future installments of my scuffed tutorials. Oh God! Interesting. Oh no! So I did that on purpose. Always arm your parachutes before it's too late. Fantastic. Glorious. Easy peasy. First try. We've learned some very valuable lessons already. And those lessons are that I'm very stupid. People say this game is hard. Armed with some fresh new knowledge of our vast Kerbal cosmos, we dive into the R&D building to spend our manifested brain power on new technologies, allowing us to reach heights hitherto unimagined by Kerbal kind. With these new heights in our sights, it's into mission control we delve to pick ourselves up. Even more contracts as we set our big bulbous googly eyes on breaking the Kerman line and orbiting this giant space rock. And after completing 2 more part testing contracts and unlocking the wondrous FLT200 fuel tank, we can remain within our tight 30-part budget and still have the juice we need to get into orbit. So let's slap on a bunch of these bad boys by holding Alt and duplicating the absolute crap out of them. Who needs to worry about thrust-to-weight ratio when you have big, beautiful boosters? Okay, we absolutely do need to worry about it, and the magic number is 1.33, indubitably. Okay, these are a little bit too big and beautiful, so let's go for something smaller, so we can attain that magic number upon the launch pad, and in the thickest part of the atmosphere. That's thick with 2 C's, of course. With all the thrust we could need and the Delta V to boot, we can head out to the launch pad and light this firework. Let's bloody go! And so once more, the moronic gamer LB and Jebby Webby set off on their next daring mission. However, you may have noticed our TWR was not in fact the magic number, and we quickly built up speed. Without sufficient reaction wheels, our gravity turn was going to be pretty darn steep. Now, usually you would want to aim for about 45 degrees on the nav ball when passing 10 kilometers. But with our insane TWR, there was no way that was happening. But fret not, once we eject those small but mighty boosters, we can use our engine gimbaling to begin to go a little more sideways. Speaking of sideways, let's hope this entire mission doesn't go sideways, although I usually find some way of making it thusly. But for now at least, we keep climbing and pushing through that thick atmosphere, rising higher and higher. Now some smarter minds than me could make some philosophical comparison that it's like rising up through life when starting at the bottom. But I'm much more likely to make a joke about something else rising, if you know what I mean. Anyway, we keep thrusting. Wink wink, nudge nudge. I can't stop myself. But onwards and upwards we must go, until we hit our desired apoapsis of around 80 kilometers. Cutting our engines, we coast up to the tippity top, and just before reaching it, we aim at the horizon and begin thrusting once more. Even if you pass your apoapsis, you can still keep this number nice and controlled. If you're before, you want to aim down below the horizon, so this way, if you're before the apoapsis, but if you passed it, then you want to aim up. Paradoxically, that then lowers your apoapsis if you aim up. Oh, okay, that's a circle! That's a circle if ever I've done seen one. Mike Aben, eat your bloody heart out. Matt Lound, eat your heart out too. And so there we have it, a perfectly circularized orbit. That's absolutely the scientifical term. Don't question it. There's only one thing left to do, and that's to cross our fingers, our arms, our eyes, and our legs, and hope that Jebby Webby can survive re-entry, and that I don't mess up deploying my chute again. So let's flip around to retrograde and thrust once more to lower our apoapsis back into the atmosphere. So, everything's fine. You gotta try and keep these behind, you know? Everything's fine. Uh-oh. 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 No! No, my data! My glorious science! Everything's going to crap. Well, this is going great. Oh, no! Oh, not the parachute. Anything but the parachute, please. Oh. Spins for the wins. Oh, no. I could have saved that. I could have absolutely have saved that if I was just doing some spins. Whenever you're overheating too much, if you spin, you're, exposing different parts of the ship to the heat and then the cold and then the heat and then the cold. And it can save you sometimes, which is what I should have done then. But I don't know why I didn't. It's because I'm stupid. Okay, I've got an idea. Everything's fine. We saved it, maybe? I don't think we saved it. I don't think we saved it at all. I think we're absolutely screwed. Oh, come on. No! Okay. So a very valuable lesson has been learned today. And that's don't be an absolute idiot like me. Well, there we go, you lovely people. A totally successful mission to orbit. Hopefully someone has made it this far into the video and hasn't died of cringe yet. And hopefully you've learned something along the way. Don't you worry, we absolutely did make it back alive in our next attempt. And this time, I didn't get greedy and try to save my entire rocket. Thank you for being here, and please do drop a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And drop a comment to satiate the algorithm monster. Huzzah!